By the looks of my watch, it's officially grave time. On Sunday, April 28th, 2024, I went out to the Sacramento City Cemetery to attend the General Major Albert Maver Winn Memorial Service in celebration of the founder of the Native Sons of the Golden West. It was his 214th birthday, and there were other members of the Native Sons of the Golden West there along with me. I was there representing parlor number 41, which is Elk Grove. There, the celebration was going to take place, and the great-great-grandson of Albert Winn, Burt Winn Jr., past president of the Native Sons of the Golden West, Fairfax parlor number 307, went ahead and gave a beautiful speech about his great-great-great-grandfather's life and his place in history. So this is the footage that I filmed recently, and I hope you enjoy it.
Well, welcome to Pioneer Grove, everybody, and I really appreciate that we had a nice turnout for the Native Sons today. We have new people at this event, and I just want to say I've been up here many times with my parents, particularly my dad, to come to the Burton grave, which is right over there, and then, of course, to come see General Winn. So I have a speech I'd like to do right now. We have come here today to celebrate and memorialize the birthday of the founder of the Native Sons of the Golden West, my great-great-grandfather, General Albert Maver Winn. I've been here many times with my parents, and I wanted to share this experience with you. I'll give you some biographical information about Albert Winn. Albert Winn was born on April 27, 1810, some 214 years ago in Loudoun County, Virginia. And after moving to Zanesville, Ohio, at the age of 16, he became a carpenter's apprentice. He married Catherine Gaffney in 1829, and they moved to Vicksburg, Mississippi in 1832. Conscription, the draft, was mandatory in Mississippi at that time, so Winn attended military training. A Southerner, Winn made a colonel in 1845 in the Mississippi Militia, which became the Mississippi Rifles. He was on an election board that elected Jefferson Davis to colonel of the 1st Mississippi Regiment of Volunteers, and later served under Davis in the Mexican War. Politically, he was a Jacksonian Democrat. During that time, Winn also became president of the Master Carpenters and Joiners Society of Vicksburg, where his skills as an organizer led him to be ordered to bring his talents to settlements out west as part of the policy of Manifest Destiny. Traveling by steamboat to New Orleans, then overland through what is now northern Mexico to Durango, Winn continued to Mazatlan and took a boat north to San Francisco, arriving on May 28, 1849, waiting some 2 weeks for the fog to lift to find the Golden Gate. The gold rush had started. He sailed to Sacramento and arrived at Sutter's Fort on June 15, 1849. My late half-sister Beverly told me that during the cholera epidemic of 1850, Winn built coffins of the deceased, for the deceased using wood from the abandoned ships in the San Francisco Bay. And these boats were quickly abandoned because people were in a big hurry to get to the gold fields. And I'm sure you've seen pictures of the old days in San Francisco of all the boats, and they're still, when they do excavations in downtown, they're still finding some of these boats. Winn was an organizer and a joiner. He organized the Independent Order of Longfellows in 1850, helped establish the Grace Episcopal Church in Sacramento in 1849, the Freemasons Tahoma Lodge, and helped found the first hospital in California at Sutter's Fort, which is near here, in 1850 as well. He was also a Mason. To quote his granddaughter, "We are told that the general belonged to every fraternal society in Sacramento in the early days, and it is quite probable that that is true." He was also elected as a member of the Sacramento City Council and was chosen as its president on August 25, 1849, becoming Sacramento's first mayor. As a carpenter, Winn took the lead in the Carpenters Union effort to enact legislation for an 8-hour workday in 1867. The Mechanics State Council was formed in 1867 at Winn's suggestion. He drafted their constitution and bylaws and served as their first president. Finally, he was instrumental in forming the Building and Trades Council of San Francisco, which later went on to be a founding organization for the American Federation of Labor. In 1869, Winn traveled to the eastern states where he spent several months pressing for federal legislation for an 8-hour workday, worker safety rules in interstate commerce, and a restriction on holding office to native-born. In keeping with his long-held belief in 100% Americanism and fostering a lasting national identity on its native culture, in 1869, Winn attempted to organize a society to promote the cultural lineage of the founding fathers of American California, based on the apprentices in the artisan and craftsman trades, because he was a craftsman. This initial society failed because it faced a combination of hostility from big business and criminal discrimination from foreign ethnic political machines. So instead, Winn cultivated the members, and in 1875 successfully rallied master craftsmen and small farmers in protecting and establishing the organization which later became known as the Native Sons of the Golden West on July 11, 1875. Speaking of his object in organizing the order, the general said, "For 20 years, my mind has been running on some lasting style of monument to mark and perpetuate the discovery of gold. I could not think of anything that could not perish in course of time. At last, it came to my mind that an order composed of native sons would affect the object and be sustained by the pride of parentage and place of nativity, while it would also be an imperishable memento and institution that would last through all time." The following year, in honor of the centennial of the American Revolution, he organized the descendants of the Revolutionary War to march in the Independence Parade at the Palace Hotel in San Francisco in 1876. After the march, he organized the body which went on to become the Sons of the American Revolution. This organization elected Winn as their first president, an office he held for 5 years. He died in Sonoma, August 26, 1883, and I'm sorry I don't know exactly where that is. I've been asked that many times. I don't know. So, where does that leave us? As I've described, Winn left a legacy. He helped build the current modern great state called California, a land of sunshine, gold, and vast opportunities in agriculture, fishing, mining, and the arts and sciences. Now the world's 5th biggest economy, right behind Japan if she were a separate country. California is a leader in industry and technology, including artificial intelligence, computer science, digital media, and including the movies, television, internet, and social media. California has 2 vast water projects, federal and state water projects, plus the access to the Colorado River that supply and move water throughout the state to augment the myriad smaller local water systems for both agriculture and urban use. As a result, California has the 5th largest output of world food production as well. California is America's gateway to Asia and the Pacific Rim. It is a world financial and manufacturing center, the most populous state in the Union, and 3rd largest by area. California also leads in higher education and is one of the favorite destinations for both world and domestic travelers. Many of the social, artistic, and lifestyle and political movements we enjoy today, or truly hate, started here. There's a lot to see in California. From Disneyland to the Mojave Desert, to the Redwood Empire, from the rugged mountain wilderness to the seeming infinity of the Pacific Ocean, beaches, and the Pacific Ocean itself. So as we currently enjoy this legacy endowed upon us by our founders, Winn and others, who are also buried here, we must keep one eye on this legacy and preserve and enhance it. But with our other eye, we must look to the future, a future that is so far unwritten and that we will create ourselves. The Native Sons is now 149 years old. To preserve Winn's dream of an institution that would last through all time, we should learn to accept and embrace the changes that are surely coming, just as they have come in the past. Change and growth are among the constants of living in California. California is a state, and the California dream a state of mind. California is an open place that welcomes the future, defines the future, embraces the future, and creates the future, for that is our destiny. So with acceptance and openness, we here today stand fast in the principles of friendship, loyalty, and charity to further the work Winn started in pursuing the California dream and the dream of the native sons of the Golden West. And thank you and happy birthday to Albert Winn.
Yeah!
I have a footnote I'd like to say. I'd like to thank Wikipedia for some of the historical references, and the University of California Bancroft Library, where my wife and I went up. There's a Winn box up there, and it's open to the public if anybody wants to go up there and take a look at this thing. And for the Bancroft Library for the story of Winn's travels, and to my late relatives for a couple of personal sources. So thank you very much. And now I'd like to present the wreath to Mr. Winn. Steve?
Okay.
Happy birthday, dear General Winn. Happy birthday to you.
There you go. Woo!
Somebody make a wish.
Well, we need a ghost. We need a ghost blow, right?
He already did.
There you go. Come on,
Albert.
come on, Albert. Do your thing.
Is that a fake candle?
No,
on, Albert.
surprise. It's
All right, Burt, you're the representative. Take care of it. All right. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you so much for watching this episode of Grave Time. I'd like to thank the native sons of the Golden West for this beautiful celebration of life of our founder, Albert Winn, and to his great-great-grandson, Burt Winn Jr. You did such a wonderful job in telling the story of your great-great-grandfather's life. And thank you to the Sacramento City Cemetery for always doing such a great job of preserving this historical cemetery. Kudos to you. And if this is your first time watching a Grave Time video, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you can be in the loop of the next Grave Time adventure. And if you thought the video was really swell, give it a good old thumbs up, because that's how it brings people into my channel and see some of my past content over the past 8 years. Until next time, God bless you all and have a wonderful day. Bye.